Well, hi there. Several folks have been asking me, how do I get to the recording that has previously been done, that session that happened last time or the time before that, so that I can see what's going on in the class. So I'm going to help you out with that today and show you how to reach the recordings at koinonia.clickmeeting.com. Let me share my screen with you right now so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about and see if I can find that section. So if you go to koinonia.clickmeeting.com, in that window, you will see what we're looking for. So as I'm sharing my screen, for those looking for recordings of the pastor-led Bible studies online, the link is just this section, https://koinonia.clickmeeting.com, nothing after the .com. So when you go to that site, koinonia.clickmeeting.com, without the rest of it filled in after the .com, then you'll see a tab. You've got upcoming events on the left-hand side, and right next to that, it doesn't necessarily look like a tab until you click on it, but it says recordings. And then when you click on the recordings, you scroll down to find the recording you seek and hit the watch button. Now you'll be prompted to enter your name and email address so the system can send you a link to watch the recording. So when you click on the watch, it'll come up with a dialog box. You fill in the blanks for name and email address, and then watch your email for an email from koinonia.clickmeeting.com, and it will give you the link to go off and review the recording. Now the sort in this list is alpha sort, from A to Z first and then by date. So an example, Incarnate Community will be at the bottom of the list for now, while Acts will be at the top. So as we go through that list, you'll see a whole bunch of stuff listed for Emmanuel Confirmation, and those are recordings that are going to stay out there for a while for our confirmation class, but Incarnate Community will be at the bottom of the list, and you'll see them organized by date. So the most recent one of Incarnate Community will be the first one listed, and then the next one listed will be those following that. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you now as we look at the actual site. All right, so let me share that part of it for you here. As you can see, as we look at this window for koinonia.clickmeeting.com, and you'll see what I'm talking about. As you see, this is actually the website for koinonia.clickmeeting.com. And as you see at the top of that, underneath where it says Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, the website there, www.biblestudiesgroup.site, is where things will be archived off to after you finish the study. So the Acts study is actually at this other site, biblestudiesgroup.site. But for our study for right now, Incarnate Community, you'll have that listed in the recordings. So if I click on the recordings tab, you'll see that we have a list of recordings, starting at the top with Acts. And as I scroll all the way down through the Emmanuel Glenview Confirmation, you'll see Incarnate Community at the bottom here. So as we look at that one on the bottom, you'll see the dates next to it. We've got 2/02, which would have been last week, and then 2/09. So the oldest date comes first, and then the most recent date is at the very bottom. So if we click on watch there, click on that watch button, then it brings up this dialog box. If you're logged in, you can play it right there. If you're not logged in, what will happen is it will give you a prompt for logging in, and that's where we get to the login. I'm going to go ahead and close out my login, and I'll share with you my screen that has that recordings link, so you can see that obviously when you get to that screen on the website. Let me show you that one. So you see what we've got highlighted with the circled red. When you log into koinonia.clickmeeting.com, you'll see my name, biblestudiesgroup.site, the upcoming events, and then that section that's circled in red with the dashes next to it is the recordings tab. That's the tab that you want to hit to be able to get to that list of recordings. All right, hope that helps you out. And if you have any questions, just give me a call or drop me an email, and I'll be happy to send you the link to the recording. God's blessings. Take care. Have a great week.